Grey skies and blustery winds often characterise the Scheldeprijs, and today it was a classic version. First run in 1907, total distance today just shy of the 200 kilometre mark, and some laps to be taken at the end of the day, possibly in the rain. 17.2 kilometres was the circuit, to be done 3 times. Well, they set off like a bat out of hell. This was very quick, 50.5 kilometres per hour for the first hour, and a solid breakaway group led by Bora Hansgrohe and Alpecin Fenix. Sam Bennett was there, so was Danny Van Poppel, Jordi Meijers and Ryan Mullen, all from Bora Hansgrohe, determined to keep Quick-Step Alpha Vinyl at bay. Well, they had help from Jesper Philipsen and Tim Merlier from Alpecin Fenix. Arno de Lee was not there, but Rudi Zelik did make the trip for Lotto Soudal. Christoph was there with Gerben Thijssen as well, and having a teammate on a day like today was always going to help. Van Unden and Welsford for Team DSM are also a good pairing. On their own, Toynes from Trek, Vrenscholt from Uno X and Dan McClay. Well, teammates are one thing, but you can easily lose them, and Gerben Thijssen hit the deck, leaving perhaps Alexander Kristoff exposed out front. Lucky not to be hit by the camera bike, and even luckier not to be run over by the car on the other side of the road. So on to the laps, and the gap out there was to be rather significant. The chasers, led of course by Quick-Step Alpha Vinyl and Fabio Jakobsen's team, well, it was a thankless task for them. They didn't get too much help, that was the problem. Gap was a minute, so the cars were called into the gap to service those up front, and they used that service very well indeed. Lotto Soudal took too long really to help out Quick-Step Alpha Vinyl, and as a result their forces were depleted. They did have Rudiger Zelig up front, but really should have expected more out of the day. When the rain came down, so did the chances of the breakaway being caught. How would it pan out, however? Well, for Sam Bennett, this was bad news. Principal sprinter, of course, for Bora Hansgrohe. This then would hand duty-wise to Danny Van Poppel. He calling the team car to assist his team rather than attend his puncture. Well, it seemed lift-off time was declared by Alexander Kristoff. Without Gerben Thijssen to help out, he helped himself. And the arguments behind was about who would follow on. Nobody wanting to lead anyone into the gap and assist them therein. Well, the gap back to that original chasing group, led by Quick-Step, was now well over the 3-minute mark, and it looked like for these guys it was all about going for the podium place. A lot of hard work displayed on the day by Van Unden, allowing Sam Welsford just to rest up a little bit, but it looked like podiums only for these guys. A 16-second margin with 4.2 kilometres to go started to expand. It was 23 seconds by the time the chasers here were underneath the 2 kilometre to go marker. A solo victory has never been achieved by Alexander Kristoff on a sprint race, and this was going to be a career-defining moment. Spectacular win for him, and yet more success for Intermarché Wanty Gobert Materiaux. Must have felt so special for this man, achieving veteran status now, but still winning. Second win of the season for him. So the clock counted back. Danny Van Poppel racing on for Bora Hansgrohe, and perhaps wondering what might have been. Sam Welsford from Down Under, former track rider, now on the road, finishing in 3rd place. But really all the plaudits were for the Viking. What an amazing ride. Kristoff takes it ahead of Danny Van Poppel, Sam Welsford, Casper Van Unden rounding out the top 4 with Ed Turns in the frame as the best Belgian out there. Van Bilsen, Dan McClay, Jesper Philipsen. It was a roster of greats, but one man stood loud and proud above them all. When the weather is bad, he is very good. We know that, and now we're certain of it. A magnificent race, a great winner.